More tick-infested underbrush that they call a trail. Good work, guys. Good work on the trail. Way to go. It just so happens there's a campground that is free to Appalachian Trail hikers up around Fonstock Lake. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Or Fonstock, I'm not sure. So we're going there tonight, and I believe that's a lake out there. So, because it just happens to be around the mile mark where we wanted to stop for the day. So we're going to take advantage of the campground, and then we heard they have a shower too. And we can use that today because it's so humid out. It's crazy humidity. So that's where we're headed now, and then that'll be it for the night, and getting up early tomorrow. Get a start tomorrow. Day 105 happens to be Father's Day. It's a Sunday. So by the time this is out, happy late Father's Day to all the fathers out there. My girls and my wife are coming to visit and bring some lunch to me for Father's Day, because they're still only, I think, less than 2 hours away. So that's going to be a real nice treat. So and do about 11 miles to get to where they're going to meet me, and that's going to be around noon. So I starts hiking just a little after 6. Okay, where's the trail go? Looks like it might go this way. Still here in New York. Not too much to comment on while I'm yesterday at all. There's a marker. Hey, all right. Choose not to comment when I have too many negative comments. So, kind of quiet in New York. There is some beautiful landscape here and there, but oh well. Maybe I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. This section of the trail, got to give credit where credit's due, is actually trimmed back a little bit, or not grown in, one of the two. I don't see any evidence of trimming, but it's not overgrown, so it's really nice. We'll walk without being soaked by all the underbrush and potentially have the ticks. So today's our second day, I believe it is, second or third day of rain again. So we're back to our normal cycle. Fog and the rain. And from what it looked like in the weather forecast, it's going to be a while before we see sunshine again. But it's cooler with the humidity the way it is. If it was hotter, it would be brutal. So I think it actually is supposed to get up to like 87 or something like that tomorrow. So that's going to be uncomfortable. So I'll enjoy the rain and the cooling effect it has. Even with the humidity, it helps. So I'll take it day by day. A detour north, turn left, go to the intersection of Horton Town Road and Miller Hill Road. Okay. And then they have the trail all caution, do not enter, with no explanation. Maybe they're doing some trimming, trail maintenance. I wonder. That would be nice. Another sign over here, so this is marked. That's a joy. We'll see. I don't know how far out of the way this is going to take me though. That's the thing that won't be great, because I got to be somewhere at a certain time to meet my family. So hopefully it won't be too long of a detour. Looks like the sun is trying to come out a little bit now and then. There's still a nice breeze, and with that breeze it feels a lot more comfortable. The rain hasn't come down since early this morning. Everything's looking good. I was just checking my mileage on my phone. I have an app called Gut Hooks, and I don't remember if I mentioned it before, but if there's anybody who's looking to hike on the Appalachian Trail, I find it to be a very valuable tool. It's called Gut Hooks. I have no idea why. I believe it's spelled Guthook's, I think. But if you look it up in the App Store, I'm sure you'll find it. And you can buy it, if you're not going to do a through hike, you can buy it section of it at a time. It's not too expensive. The thing about it, it's great. Like right now, I just looked down to see how many more miles I have to go to my next stop. And it finds you with the GPS. Shows you where all the stops are, shows you where your water sources are. So it's really quite valuable tool. And it doesn't use a lot of, it doesn't use data, because you can have your phone on airplane mode while you're using it. You have to download it, while you're in Wi-Fi or whatever, and once you download the maps, you can use it in airplane mode. So it's a pretty cool app if any of you want to hike any of the Appalachian Trail in the state that you're in or whatever, or you can buy the whole thing and do the whole through hike. But just wanted to share that with you in case I haven't in the past, but I'm not positive that I didn't. So excuse me if I'm being redundant. I got about 2 more miles to go till I hit my Father's Day treat of lunch today. So now I got a little spring in my step. Even though I did go down on a wet rock, foot slid out from under me, and my other knee got bent back underneath me real hard, so that's a little stiff. Hopefully it won't get too much worse. Talk to you later. Another well taken care of section of New York. Things are looking up here, see? Hot as heck though right now. The humidity, oh my goodness. If you look at the rocks, see how they look wet? They're actually sweating. The dew point is so high, the air is so wet, that the temperature of the rocks being a little cooler than the air, the water's condensing it when the air touches it, and it looks like the rocks are sweating. Just like a glass of ice on the counter on a humid day, same thing. So, it's a humid one. I was just thinking about the trails. Northern section, after the roller coaster in Virginia, the real northern section, and then Maryland and West Virginia and southern Pennsylvania especially, were so easy as far as the terrain goes that I'm kind of thankful to have the tough parts of Pennsylvania, northern Pennsylvania, with the rock climbing and all the rocks, and some good hills. And then New York is actually a pretty tough state as far as the climbing goes. I don't mind that. I'm actually, like I was just saying, I'm pretty thankful for all these tough sections, because after the easy stretch I was worried that I was losing my edge and was going to come up on the White Mountains out of shape. and even Vermont got some mountains to climb there. So I'm glad that we had these tough sections. I think I only have about 29 miles left in New York, so I should be out of here in 2 days and on to Connecticut. And someone told me that the southern part of Connecticut's pretty tough, and then it gets a little easier, and then Massachusetts is relatively easy. So have a good workout down here in southern Connecticut by the sound of it, and then get a little rest in Massachusetts, and then be hitting the real stuff up in Vermont and New Hampshire. Looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it being over, but I am looking forward to it being over at the same time. I've already got mixed emotions about it. It's strange. So we'll see how things go. Just keep hoping for the best. And like today, I took that pretty good fall. It's something so simple like that could end the hike right then and there. The knee is feeling pretty good, so I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. But it's a sobering thought. You got to realize any minute it could be all over, so you got to be careful. Can't get lax at all. Look at this, how well they maintain it. Oh my God, looks like they cleared the path and stacked the rocks to the side. Wow, that's awesome. So kudos to the trail maintenance guys here. So the stretch of trail going northbound into Stormville, New York. If anybody knows who the maintenance guy is on this section, give him my compliments. It's the nicest maintained section of trail I've seen so far in New York, aside from Bear Mountain, but that's a tourist area, so that's why they put the big bucks into that, I guess. But I mean, this is all, I'm sure this is all volunteer, but you can really tell that the guy has done put a lot of hours into this section of the trail, keeping it clear, painting the blazes. He actually went a little overboard with some of the painting, and I guess trying to save us from tripping. Some of the big rocks that were sticking out of the ground that are kind of hard to see, put a dab of white paint on the top to make them more visible. So went above and beyond, but you know, that's not necessary, but that was really nice of them. But here's a trail, check it out. I mean, it's clear. I can walk through here without getting covered by branches and stuff. Normally I wouldn't mind if there wasn't the ticks and all that, but it's really good, so nice job, whoever it is. I would just like to say thank you for a great Father's Day to both my girls, Jessie and Katie, and to my wife, Phyllis. And can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Brought so much food out for us, drinks. It was just a great, great treat to have. And thank you so, so much. Appreciate it. Oh, Harry. Superb. Day 105 starting out, and there's a forecast for heavy duty rain, a couple inches today, and quite a bit more tonight. So right now we have bright sky, not cloudy. I mean, not sunny, but not too bad. Not raining yet, so we could get a few hours of hiking in before the heavy rain hits. So gonna hit the road. Talk to you later. Another thing I won't miss is having to filter this smelly brown water when I get out of New York. Yep. Another charming feature of New York State. I'm walking around a lake by the name of Nuclear Lake. Nuclear Lake supposedly got its name because there was I'm not sure exactly on this, but something close to this. There was like a plutonium factory or something here, and it had an explosion, so they shut it down. Supposedly, before they put the trail in here, they tested the area and deemed it safe to be hiking around, with either no or low enough radiation levels to be safe. But they said don't drink the water, so that makes me a little suspicious. So surely wouldn't go in the water. That might come out glowing at night. So another little feature of New York. It is pretty looking. Very nice. Had one downpour and it was pretty brief, and the sky got lighter, and now the thunder and lightning's roaring and the sky looks black. What's coming over here? So yeah, here in the middle of nowhere, well, not in the middle of nowhere, but in the middle of a field or the woods, and there's really nothing you can do about it. There's no buildings to go into or anything like that, so you just kind of relax and walk through it. What are you gonna do? Right? If your time's up, it's up. So we'll hopefully talk to you later. Goodbye. Whew. It is just coming down in buckets. Wow. Had a couple of real close cracks of lightning around me. And it's just coming down harder and harder. The good thing is it's not cold out. I'm not going to put my jacket on. Guess this is as close to a laundromat as I'm going to get today. What a day, what a day. Another beautiful day on the AT. I got some slippery rocks coming. Talk to you later. This is funny, some of the similarities between New Jersey and New York as far as the trail goes. New Jersey's far better taken care of, but as far as the end of the trail, at New Jersey there was a big boardwalk exactly like this, and then there was a range up in the distance over there just like that. It's really fun. If we have a bad climb, you can still hear the lightning and thunder. In New Jersey, right before when we were done with the boardwalk, that's when we had, if you remember, that little farm stand on the left, and then went up to Pinwheel Vista, up the stairway to heaven. So maybe there's a bad climb waiting for us at the end of this, who knows. But this is kind of pretty, and right now I'm soaking wet. There's a little breeze, so I'm the coolest I've been in a while. I'm not exactly comfortable, I'm still not clean, but at least I've cooled down a little bit, so it feels nice. I'll take it. This is kind of neat. It's the Appalachian Trail train station, and if you want to go to Wasaig or to White Plains in New York City, then you can wait here and grab a train right from the Appalachian Trail. That's kind of neat. We got 7 miles to the Connecticut state line. Yippee! The similarity continues. When I got to the highway after the boardwalk, I came to the left and there's a garden center. And the garden center, beautiful, beautiful. But they have snacks inside for the hikers, and they have resupply items like backpackers meals and gas cans and a whole bunch of good stuff. I got an orange and a can of soda, so I'm just going to sit for a minute and enjoy. They got a little gazebo outside to sit in and take a load off my feet for a few minutes, my soggy feet, and then get back to the trail. Pretty side of New York. Old wooden water tower there. That's pretty cool. And the trail takes you across some pastures here. This is funny how this just reminds me of New Jersey. The setup of it. So I only got about 7, I think it said 7.5 miles. I just did that. Just said that over by the train station until Connecticut. So looks like New York is going out in a nice fashion here. Not going to probably cross the line tonight. There's a shelter in 6.8. I'm shooting for that. Holy crap, look at all the cows. I'm going to walk right through the middle of them. I'll let you see that. See how they react. This is cool. Hey cows. Hi there. Got some calves. I hope Mama doesn't get upset with me. Hi there. Got this one on the left looking at me, and there's some calves right next to her. It's okay. It's alright. Okay. Don't run. It's okay. It's okay. That's a bull there, I guess? Yeah, great. Oh no, I don't know. It's got horns and it's got udders, so what does that make it? I'm not too big on my knowledge of cows. Mama's keeping that calf away from me now. Hello. Hello there. All dairy cattle. Excuse me there. Hate to be walking through your house like this. I know, I know. I know. I'm not gonna milk you, don't worry. Aw. Look at all these calves. This is so nice. It's okay. It's alright. Don't be scared. The size of these cattle are, some of them are gigantic. Beautiful though. It's okay. I'm not doing anything. Very nice. Well, that was a treat getting to see them up close and personal. You want to go hiking, guys? How cool. Look at this. Can't even get through here. Soaking wet. Oh my God, this is terrible. This is terrible. New York's got to suck right to the end. Unbelievable. You got thorn bushes. You got everything else loaded with ticks, water from the rain. This is a trail, huh? Awesome. I hope there's no other states like this. I'm so glad I'm getting out of New York. Third round of storms coming through today. It's another round of thunder and lightning and heavy downpour. I'm not able to dry off in between rounds of storms, but able to get hot in between, so it feels good again to have the rain falling on me. It's just going to be nasty tonight, putting a tent up in this and all that, like we've done so many times before. But it's there's another crackle thunder, and it's all around us, all around me. I haven't seen the other guys for a while, so just have about another 4 miles left, I think, today. Be wrapping it up at about 16.8 miles, I think, at this last shelter in New York. So not too much longer to go, a couple hours. Now this is a storm. Oh my goodness. I keep thinking it can't come down any harder, and it just keeps coming down harder and harder. I wouldn't be any more wet if I was in a tub full of water. Wow. See ya. In camp for the night at the Wiley shelter, I think it's called. It's a little shelter up the hill there. And pitched the tent in the rain. And soaking wet. Just to give you an idea, this is what my hand looks like. There's the normal side. And that's what my hands look like. My feet are a lot worse. They're all shriveled up just from being in the rain all day long. Now I'm going to check the water source. Somebody said there's a sign that said that it may contain viruses. The water filtration system that we use does not take out viruses. I was told there are none in North America in the water. So I don't know what the heck that's all about. So that might mean that I'm have no water for tonight, and I just have to walk a mile in the morning before I can get to another water source. So that's terrible. I wish they would have had a warning up the trail or something like that, so we could have gotten it earlier. But this is New York. We'll see what it looks like. So I probably won't be posting any more tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to try to get into the town of Kent, Connecticut. So not too far up the trail is the border. And then about 15 miles or so to Kent. Dirty Harry's got a package he's picking up there. And we might try to get one more person and split a hotel room for 4 different ways. And that way it'll be affordable, and try to dry out some of our stuff. It's going to take a while. Everything is just soaked. So hope you all have a good night.